Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
This is the haunting photo of a 12-year-old killer posing with a huge machete tucked into his trousers on the day he hacked teenager Shawn Seesahai to death. The masked boy is seen wearing a gray hooded jumper with the black handle of the blade within touching distance of his chin. The killer menacingly peers down and tucks both of his hands into the waistband of his gray jogging bottoms in the terrifying snap. It comes after Snapchat messages after the butchering revealed one of the killers chillingly say, "It is what it is." The last moments of Mr. Seesahai were captured on CCTV footage shows the machete attack victim walking to a park minutes before being murdered by Britain's youngest knife killers. The shocking clip comes as the 19-year-old's father warned that kids are dangerous now, in the wake of the two attackers, both 12, being found guilty this afternoon. The youths are believed to be the youngest children convicted for murder since Robert Thompson and John Venables, both aged 11. Were found guilty in 1993 of killing 2-year-old James Bulger. Mr. Seesahai can be seen leaving Handsworth, an inner-city area of Birmingham, with two friends at around 5:30 p.m., getting onto a tram at Winson Green Station. The group then get off at Priestfield tram stop in Wolverhampton at 6:13 p.m. and begin to make their way towards the park, where they would later bump into the attackers. At 6:34 p.m., Mr. Seesahai and one friend then leave the park to go to a local petrol station where shop CCTV shows them looking at shelves of food. The pair are then spotted heading back to the park for 7:57 p.m. when grainy footage shows them standing in the area until at least 8:15 p.m. The attack itself is not caught on CCTV. Today's verdict made the pair the youngest boys to have committed a knife-related murder in the UK. One of the boys who murdered the 19-year-old claimed he got the machete used in the killing from a friend of a friend, but police said there was evidence that he had searched for knives online. Mr. Seesahai was originally from Caribbean island Anguilla but was staying in Birmingham while recovering from cataract surgery. The month-long trial at Nottingham Crown Court was told Mr. Seesahai was shoulder-barged by the smaller of the two defendants, who often carried a machete with a 42.5 cm long blade, before being punched, kicked, stamped on and chopped at with the weapon. The stabbing victim's father Suresh told Sky News earlier that parents need to pay attention to stop more senseless murders, adding that kids are dangerous now. He said, "He was always with me, from the time he was born and growing up. When he'd have been around 16 he started to work with me. Whatsoever he knew that I'd need help with, he'd always be there for me." Mr. Seesahai's mother Manishwari added, "He's always there for us, a very protected child. He helped his father, at work, with all the tools, he helped me, at home with the chores, he loved to do that." The victim's friend told the trial he was forced to run for his life, but 19-year-old Mr. Seesahai stumbled as he tried to flee from the boys on Wolverhampton Stolon playing fields on November 13 last year. The court heard that they attacked the victim with such force that in one blow the machete almost passed through his body. Mr. Seesahai was pronounced dead at 9:11 p.m. on November 13 last year after police were called to the scene at 8:37 p.m. Mr. Seesahai had traveled to the UK with friend Darren Harrigan, primarily because he needed cataract surgery which was unavailable on Anguilla. He settled in Handsworth, Birmingham, and jurors heard the pair traveled to Wolverhampton that November evening with a third man, Jamal Clark, because Mr. Clark wanted to visit his girlfriend in the city. Prosecutor Michelle Healy KC said Shawn and his friend ended up in a confrontation with the two killers, who had been roaming the streets with the machete, while killing time wandering through Stolon playing fields as Mr. Jamal visited his partner. Prosecutors say the two 12-year-olds acted together to kill Mr. Seesahai after he shoulder-brushed them by a bench. Mr. Harrigan told jurors how he had run for his life after the two boys launched the attack with the blade, and turned around to see his friend on the floor and fatally wounded. Having been left traumatized by the ordeal, he returned to Anguilla after the murder.